Terrestrial vegetation absorbs roughly half of the world's atmospheric carbon dioxide every year. And understanding how these processes work and how they might change is an area vital to our social and economic future. Professor Andy Pitman from the University of New South Wales Climate Change Research Centre is uncovering the secrets of terrestrial or land-based weather. How do things like the plants and soils beneath us influence the types of weather above us?
We still don't understand why the vegetation over Australia is exactly the way it is. Some of it's to do with how the Australian landscapes evolved over the last 100,000 years. Some of it's to do with fire. Some of it is to do with shorter timescale variability. Some of it's to do with the warming and the changes in carbon dioxide over the last century.
This field of science is almost infinitely complex, blurring the boundaries between biology, atmospherics, chemistry and geography.
Increasingly with the land surface, every time we open up a little box, we find many, many more boxes inside, a bit like Pandora's box.
One of the key goals of Andy's work is to understand what big climatic changes might be coming and how best we can plan ahead for them.
The human agricultural systems have evolved over several centuries of very stable climate, and what farmers do is fine-tune their means of production given the soils they have and the climate they have. We now see climate accelerating in terms of its change. And so that tuning of crops, for example, to work within a known climate has to be redone.
Andy and his team use some of the world's most advanced computer modelling techniques to make their predictions. And although the fine details of future weather are yet to be understood, the broad brushstrokes are startlingly clear.
Unless we understand how climate is changing regionally, how fast it'll change, the characteristics of that change, we can't maintain a reliable agricultural sector. And if we can't do that, in Australia, we'll just whinge about farm prices and food prices. In other parts of the world, they won't have food.